Tacrolimus? Is that how you pronounce it? Tacrolimus.
Tacrolimus.
I was right. Hi guys, it's Hannah, and everyone hates intros, so I'm just gonna get right into it and explain. My ScratchyScalp TikTok is based on my scalp psoriasis and psoriasis skin conditions that I have, but on TikTok you can only go up to 3 minutes, and there's a lot of information that comes with scalp psoriasis and the way that I deal with it. So I decided I'm just gonna make a YouTube channel, or make just one YouTube video where I just fit everything in, just so you don't have to scroll through a million TikToks to try and find something. So I'm gonna go into some frequently asked questions and then tell you guys about the products I use along with it. First, I'm going to tell you what psoriasis is. Psoriasis is an autoimmune disease where extra cells build up on top of each other. I've had scalp psoriasis since February of this year, 2022, and we think that it happened as a result of me going on Humira for my Crohn's disease, which is ironic because people go on Humira and take injections to get rid of psoriasis, so I'm just the lucky one, I guess. Does it spread? It can spread. For me, it started behind my ear, then it moved to the rest of my head, and then it spread from behind my ear to this side. And then I started picking at it, and I was wondering, why am I getting bald spots? I just kept picking at it until it became a huge bald spot. And then there was one right here. It is finally starting to grow back in, thank God. And then this side of my head got plaque, and I started scratching at it too. Then in about April, I started getting body psoriasis patches, and that was a whole new ball game. Does your diet affect your psoriasis? Some people say they went vegan and it went away, they went gluten-free and it went away, dairy-free. Some people just like completely changed their diet and their psoriasis went away. That's not the case for some people. I personally was on a gluten-free diet for about 2 years. I stopped doing the diet fully in July because what we thought was celiac was actually Crohn's disease. You don't care. So I went off that diet. Basically nothing changed. So me personally, I've been on a restrictive diet too much for me to want to change my diet again for psoriasis. So I'm just gonna keep managing it how I am. Do I have arthritis? Apparently psoriasis arthritis. It's a mouthful. That's a thing? That's terrifying. I'm so sorry if you go through that. That sounds super painful. Some people get it on their nail beds. Ow. Now, personal questions. I'm telling y'all, I'm getting through this. I didn't have anyone in the beginning of my psoriasis journey. I didn't see any people with psoriasis online. I didn't see any like influencers, videos. I felt so alone in it. So I'm gonna share my personal experience to make you feel less alone. Hopefully that's the goal. First, people ask me all the time, does it hurt/itch? My TikTok name is ScratchyScalp. Yes, it itches.
Yes, it itches a lot.
Which is why, you know, a lot of people with scalp psoriasis have bald spots, because it itches so much that we pick it and, you know, then we get bald. Another thing, do not comb your scalp psoriasis plaque with dry hair. I only do it for content. I only do it because it's satisfying when it's dry. I am very, very, very careful with how I do it. So I recommend always, if you comb out your scalp psoriasis or use a lice comb or a fine tooth comb, to get out your scalp psoriasis, to lift off your head, please do it with wet or damp hair, or put oil in your hair or something. I am just an idiot and I'm doing it for clout. But as for does it hurt, I mostly feel relief whenever I take off like bits of plaque and stuff, because my head feels like tight, like there's plaque on it, you know, like something's hugging it. So I mostly feel relief when I comb it, but if it hurts, by all means, you don't have to. Why don't I shave my head? Why don't you shave your head? The amount of comments I have gotten of people saying to just shave my head is infuriating. Like I said before, it's an autoimmune disease. It'll keep coming back, except it'll just be more obvious because there's no hair. Some people said it helped them to shave off and start completely. I personally, I'm not doing that. But if you're considering it, I mean, by all means, go ahead. Just personally, not happening. How often do I wash my hair? Like every 2 to 3 days, or until it gets too like placky. I try to not wash my hair as much as I can because it's not good for your hair, like in general, to wash it like every day. So I wash it. I try to hold that off as much as I can. Now that some of the questions are out of the way, I'll probably remember more questions I've been asked later. The scalp psoriasis products I use, some are prescribed. I have 2 tools that I use that you can get at like any drugstore or Amazon. I cannot believe people are existing at the same time as me. Like, can't you see I'm in the middle of doing something here? I'm gonna do the tools first, a lice comb and a shower scalp scrubby. These two changed my life. The shower scalp scrubby, I'm gonna get into this one first because it changed my life. Now, some people have more red forms of scalp psoriasis other than just the peeling, yellowish, weird plaque stuff that I get on my head. So if you have my type of scalp psoriasis, and people are just so rude today. I went to Target to get Starbucks and I just wandered into the beauty aisle and found one of these and I was just like giving up. Basically, there was no hope for me. My first dermatologist said it was eczema and my second dermatologist was like, yeah, this is psoriasis. Why is your first dermatologist saying it's just eczema? And I was like, thanks. So she gave me proper products. I think it's real techniques.
Nope.
But I'll just put it up right here. I don't gatekeep. I use this in the shower when I put on my shampoo, in between rinses, during conditioner, after conditioning. It just like changed the game for me. It set me on a better path to finding a routine that worked for me. It also helps with my bald spots because my skin would be completely flat on my head. So that means that I didn't have to pick at it and it grew back by itself. So yeah, get one of these for the shower. It really just, it helped me so much. Like I cannot stress this enough. And it's things that like people don't think about that are the most helpful. Like this is just like a regular like scalp massager. And I don't really think that people with psoriasis would think of that, and I just tried it just cause. Tool number 2, a lice comb. One day my psoriasis was particularly bad. You saw the pictures where you're thinking like, it can't get much worse. Mind you, I was also dealing with acne around the time this was happening, so like my self-confidence was like gone. Like it didn't exist. I was so desperate, like I would do anything at that point. I was even open to getting injections, and they were like, you're already on Humira. When will I win? Who knows? So in my closet, I've had this for years, and I was like lifting my psoriasis up, and I was like, why didn't I think of this before? But it's so fine-toothed, you know, to get teeniest, tiniest little eggs and nits and lice and stuff out of your hair. So as soon as I started doing this with argan oil or baby oil in general, hair oil, and started lifting it, the bigger patches of plaque, I felt like such relief, and my hair started growing back. I honestly like didn't even care if it took forever for my hair to grow back. I just cared that there was even like a little fuzzy of brown hair that was growing so it can cover the skin. But I love my bald spots now. They're doing great. So yeah, lice comb, highly recommend. I use prescribed ketoconazole shampoo, promoting the link in my bio to my Amazon wish list. It does have like most of the stuff that I'm talking about except for the prescribed stuff. But if you can find a shampoo with ketoconazole in it, like the one I use, it is very, very helpful. Another shampoo that I found at Walmart that I've had success with is the Cell Sun Blue shampoo. This is for itchy, dry scalp. It helped me because for my type of psoriasis, like when I itch and there are pieces like all over my hair, the scalp scrubby takes it off your scalp. But you know, you still have to like take the pieces off your hair. This was very helpful for the pieces that were just scattered in my hair after I used the scalp massager. And this is another one of the most recommended products I get in my comments. And it's fairly cheap. You can get it at like a drugstore. Conditioner. Now I am out of conditioner right now, but I usually use this one. I'm interested in trying more brands and stuff though. So this might not be permanent, but it's what I use usually. I was prescribed clobetasol foam. What I like the most about this foam is that it kind of like hardens like what's on your scalp, and it kind of like deflates it almost a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense. If your scalp is raw, this can like set you on fire. It like burns if your scalp is super raw and you put this foam on it, but honestly it's worth it. Like it's helping your hair, it just burns. So that's a risk I take every time I shower. I put this in my hair every other day, not every single day, just every other day, like a 3 times a week kind of thing. Now here's like non-psoriasis related stuff that I use: Shea moisture leave-in conditioner, leave-in treatment, whatever you want to call it, and argan oil spray. And I use the Not Your Mother line when I want my hair to be curly and I know I'm not straightening or using heat or anything. Body psoriasis. So when I got my body psoriasis, I immediately knew that I had to use the most gentle of lotions. So I use Ilvino Daily Moisturizing Lotion. There's barely any fragrance. It's very moisturizing. Like it just works when you have sensitive skin like me. And then I got prescribed triamcinolone acetonide. Now this stuff is like truly magic. I have more red patches, especially one at the bottom of my spine. I call it my tramp stamp. It's healing. This was using this cream consistently, because if you use this consistently, your psoriasis will go away. That's how it is for me, at least. I just get lazy and like forget to do it like twice a day. But if you do want really good results, like twice a day, or like have this on your bedside table or something. I also had a very big psoriasis face patch on my cheek for a little bit. I got a few questions about that one. Like I said earlier, I use the most gentle of lotions. I treat my skin very, very nicely. So I use a CeraVe face wash, just like giving the face like a blank canvas, you know? Tacrolimus? Is that how you pronounce it? Tacrolimus.
Tacrolimus.
I was right. I went to my dermatologist again, and I got prescribed tacrolimus ointment. Kind of like this one, except this one is a more like creamy consistency, and this is more like clearish. It's also good to put on sensitive part, like my hand right now that I'm having a psoriasis patch on. But those are the products that I use. I also use a Shea Moisture shampoo on like the rest of my hair, not my roots, just the rest of my hair. So here are some tips that I wish I had when I first started getting psoriasis. Use heat protectant spray. If you're gonna use heat on your hair when you have scalp psoriasis, make sure everything is okay before you put heat near your scalp. Go to your dermatologist. A dermatologist has a whole degree, and I'm an 18-year-old idiot with a personal experience talking to the internet. So I do recommend getting a dermatologist visit so they can prescribe you your direct fit to your specific type of psoriasis, or if you think you have psoriasis and have something else, just take a dermatologist visit if you can. Shower scalp scrubby. Can't stress this one enough. It's not even like expensive. I've also heard some people say acrylic nails to stop from picking. I think that's a great idea. I never thought of that. But you know what? It's a good excuse to get your nails done. So unless you have the nail type of psoriasis, don't do that. But rinse your hair with cold water at least once in your shower routine. I use hot water sometimes because I just like refuse to take fully cold showers. Like I refuse, that's just me. But I do make sure at some point when I do rinse, I use cold water, or maybe at least before I get out of the shower. Try to wash your hair as little as possible. I won't elaborate on that one because I already said it earlier. Be very consistent with your creams and medications and injections. When you deal with psoriasis, it is not like a deal with it when I can type of skin condition. It is like you have to prioritize it if you want it gone, if you want to take care of it. Just be very, very consistent. Notice patterns. If you try like new face makeup or new lotion and you get patches after that, just notice a pattern there. Just like make a mental note or a physical note. Try and find some type of connection to the places where you have your psoriasis. Moisturize. Moisturize. Literally just moisturize. If you have some tips that helped you, leave them in the comments down below for other people of the psoriasis community to see. That's basically all I have for you guys today. I want to make more content soon related to this, but my ScratchyScalp TikTok, that is going to be like just psoriasis now. I've been posting like random stuff like room cleaning time lapses and stuff. I've been posting some of them and those are kind of like not psoriasis related. I want to keep that page just for psoriasis. So I think I might post stuff like that here for the people who do want to see extra. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope I didn't miss anything. Make sure to subscribe if you like content like this more. I'll also post some videos of me combing my scalp psoriasis because those are always fan favorites. Make sure to like this video so I know that you guys want more content like this. Stay moisturized, stay hydrated, and have a great day. Bye.
I'm feeling it.